It's Bourbon Nights. Hello, I'm Chad.
I'm Sarah.
Welcome back.
I'm back.
Welcome back, Sarah. Ooh.
Did you think you were going to get rid of me? Not so easy.
It is loud.
It's loud?
You coming back, you were loud.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all good.
I got excited.
Turned it down a little bit.
They thought they were rid of me, but guess again.
They tried so hard.
They did what they could.
We're
Wasn't
back,
enough.
and we're catching up on some things.
Story of our lives.
Yeah, always in that catch-up mode. We're also dog-sitting a different dog than Zoe. So far, so good. Where'd she go, actually? She's dark, so she's blending in. She's over there.
Yeah, she's in the shadows.
She has not laid down yet.
No.
But
she's an old girl. She'll go to sleep soon.
Yeah, I believe so. So welcome in, everybody. We want to know what you're drinking, and we also want to say Happy Father's Day.
Oh, yeah, Happy
to everybody.
Father's Day.
Yeah.
Gosh, today has felt like such a long day. I forgot it was the same day.
Got Gramps here saying, evening, good people. Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day, Gramps.
Happy Grandfather's Day, Gramps.
We should have mailed him a card that said, Grandpa, Happy Father's Day.
Yes, we should.
Too good. Just imagine that we did that. It would be funnier.
Back here.
She's all
making
right.
noises.
Let her rummage around.
Yeah. Hey, we got our first super chat of the evening.
From Tony Bag of Donuts.
There we go. That's better.
Tony
Bag of Donuts with a triangle worthy. We still haven't brought the triangle over. Super chat saying, welcome back. You've been missed. Let's go.
Ouch.
Oh, air horn. That.
He has requested the air horn. Brace yourselves.
Can do. Boom.
And there it is.
Sorry, headphones.
In lieu of triangle.
Yeah. I wanted to start this off with a blind. You do not know what this is.
I don't.
You have no idea.
This is true.
No
he just
context.
went behind the set door and came back with this, and I have no idea what it is.
Yeah. I just want to know what you think
I feel like, so do you want me, is the goal for me to try to guess it, or do you just want me to know?
No, I
tell you what I think.
I just want to know your feelings about it.
I wonder why. This feels like a trick. Are you trying to trick me? Is
No.
this a gotcha?
No. You didn't watch, let's be honest, you didn't watch Last Live with Chad and I.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I was out of town.
You were out of town. You were traveling.
I was traveling
during that time. So you didn't watch it at all?
No.
Okay. So it's germane to something that came up on that episode. So it's not a gotcha or anything like that.
It smells kind of funky.
Just wanting to know your thoughts. And if you all watched last Sunday, you might be able to guess what's going on, but don't put it in the chat there just in case.
Okay, well, I don't know
Sarah
anything about anything, so I hope I don't offend anyone.
Well, none of these people made it. So.
It smells like it could be almost like a vintagey funk, but it also, because it smells a little bit oxidized and a little bit of cherry.
Okay, vintagey is exactly what Chad and I said.
Really?
Because we were having things blind. We knew it wasn't double blind. We knew what was the... Well, we had 10, technically. That was our modern day... No, sorry. That was our mid-shelf versus LE. So from 5 different distilleries, we had a mid-shelf version, and then that distillery's LE. And I'm probably giving you too much context clues.
Listening a little bit, but mostly I'm thinking she's laying right behind you, so you're not going... No, Chad can't get up this episode because the dog's laying right behind him.
Is literally right behind me.
Well, the reason that I say vintagey is because it smells a little bit oxidized.
Okay. Yeah.
And like it's got some oak to it. That could be just like a lot of extra oak. I don't know.
Jeff Wimbush says Happy Father's Day to fathers. Drinking some Green River tonight. Very nice, Jeff.
Woo! This is my first sip of the day, so I'm going to go in for a second one.
James Wolverton says welcome back, Sarah.
Thanks, James.
Welcome back. Ooh,
Ooh, it's awfully crisp on the sip.
Well. Zoe is not here right now. She is on vacation at her
Why so spicy?
grandmother's house.
Ooh, it's spicy.
Yeah?
It's very tingly on the tongue.
Let me remind myself.
I also have a cocktail waiting in the wings here that I was going to drink when we came on the show, but then Chad said he was going to blind me, so I said I'll just wait.
Oh, it is spicy.
Why so spicy?
Okay, so I think I know. I think it was the fight effect.
It's so tingly.
Because
and so spicy.
It was, I think, third or fourth. I want to say it was fourth as we're drinking through. right off the bat, I should have waited. Yeah, I should have waited and
I can come back to
had
it.
you drink it.
I don't want to like.
Well, yeah, I don't
want
to leave them.
I don't want to do such a cliffhanger on them.
A little bit of a cliffhanger there.
I don't think I have a guess on this one. It's so weird. I guess. Hold on.
I don't want you to guess. I just want you to tell me what you think about it.
I think it's spicy.
Is it good? Is it not good?
I don't love that oxidized note on the nose. It almost leans into that vintagey caramely goodness, but it's not quite there because it smells
Okay.
like not stale, but yeah, oxidized. I don't know another way to describe it.
I'm forming a theory now.
I think that it's okay. It's a little spicy for me.
Okay.
It's not my favorite. I like the proof. It's just that like a little bit of oxidation. That spice is a little harsh. I was like, the spicy makes me think it could be wild turkey, but I don't know.
No. All right.
No.
No. Well, I just don't want to drag it out. It's Old Forester Birthday Bourbon from 2019, 105 proof.
That does not taste like Old Forester.
Right. Well,
at all.
The thing that happened, it was, as I said, like third or fourth in the flight, and so we knew one of them, like A, was either the mid shelf or the LE, or B was either the mid shelf or the LE, and we had, by process of elimination, we were revealing as we went. So it, Anyway, long story short, we picked it over Old Forester 1920, which on paper you would say, duh, you should, but knowing our history of not really
1920 all day.
1920 all day, but I think both Chad and I picked the birthday bourbon. So I was like, I gotta get Sara to weigh in on this.
Intriguing. I feel about this better than, but mostly in the same vein as I feel about most Old Forester birthday bourbons.
Well, I'll tell you what, drinking it right off the rip, like nothing else before it, yeah, that magic wasn't like it was there last week. I'll tell you that much.
Intriguing.
But, yeah.
This drink makes me so happy.
Nothing
makes me happier. Well, a lot of things make me happier than this drink, but not right now. I call it a day drinker. It's called a daydreamer, technically, I guess. I don't know. It's from a restaurant called Little Palm in Charleston, but I don't have their exact recipes, so I just made it up based off of what was listed on their menu, and I just trial and errored until I got something that I liked. But I changed some of the ingredients. So,
there we go.
You can put the link. There's a recipe.
Sure.
It's 3 ingredients.
I'll do it.
Not hard. They're probably not 3 ingredients that you have in your house right now, but
right
3 ingredients that you have at least one.
Right there in the chat.
You could easily get them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so refreshing. I mean, I'm not usually like more than 1 or 2 cocktails type of girl. Sometimes I can have 2 old fashions. These, I'm like, they're dangerous. I could drink 2, 3, 4.
And she keeps going.
5. Have I drank 5 before? Maybe. Did I take a nap afterwards? Can you call it a nap?
If you're floating in a pool?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Nick the Greek says, sipping on your Wilderness Trail pick, Wheat Science. What would you little maniacs like to drink first? Love that movie. Yeah, that was a good sticker.
Yeah, that was a good sticker.
Keep.
That was such a fun one. Just so you guys know, so this doesn't come out of nowhere later this year, we took the barrels from the Wheat Science blend and we took them to a local brewer here in Lexington to be filled with some, I think it's stout.
It is,
it's a dark
Imperial
beer.
Stout.
Yeah, Imperial Stout. It's been resting since November. I think it's going to rest for like 9 months minimum. I'm not sure when it will be released. They just taste it and decide. So we'll have access to those beers.
Yeah.
We'll probably throw us maybe could do a little party. I don't know.
For sure.
Whenever that's done. So that'll be fun.
And then after those barrels are emptied, we hope to do something with them.
Right, because now we've got
Again.
an X Bourbon Barrel, X Imperial Stout. Could we put more bourbon in them?
Well, yeah, whiskey.
But to make a whiskey.
To make an American
To
whiskey.
make a finished whiskey. A finished bourbon, an American whiskey, whatever you want to say. And then, when that's done, what can we put in them next? Can we put coffee beans in them?
And then eventually they'll become furniture.
Eventually.
James is
One
asking
day.
which brewery. It is Mirror Twin.
Mirror Twin.
Mirror Twin.
Yeah,
is
in
where
Lexington.
That's happening. Yep.
It's a nice little brewery. So
Yeah.
hopefully we can find something fun to do with that.
Yeah.
And that we have enough advance notice to let anybody who's in the area know.
Steve's got a good question, and we have a video for this. What are your thoughts on whiskey sipping in the summer heat? We last year, or the year before.
I think it was last year, but time is a flat
time's
circle.
a flat circle. We did all 4 seasons bourbon recommendations sipping neat, actually. So we had a summer one. So we
Oh, I think that was 2 years ago.
Yeah, I think we started in the middle of the year. So I think it went maybe from 21 to 22.
I must have misheard you reading the comment because I thought you were saying, like, what's the thoughts on sipping it? Like, how does it differ inside versus outside? Like, when it's hot
I
out?
wouldn't think so, no. What are your thoughts on sipping whiskey in the summer heat? We still do it. Cocktails are sort of a go-to because of
I'm
the
wearing the
coldness.
sweatshirt and I'm drinking this summer cocktail.
Yeah, but if you do want to sip neat, which we do, it was like eight whiskeys. I can't
To
remember.
try this summer. 8 whiskeys that are perfect for summer, I think is what it is.
Yeah.
I think if you just type in 8,
Eight.
it'll for our search our channel, it'll come up.
Yeah.
Along with
yeah,
every other,
Yeah.
season.
That's true. But yeah, we got them 4 seasons there.
4 seasons. And the holiday one.
If you guys saw the thumbnail, there was a lot of bourbons and whiskeys on there. I doubt we can get through all of them, but we have them here at our disposal. I think we'll probably start low proof, which I think it's going to be that Michter's 10-year right over there, single barrel.
Ooh, but I'd like my drink.
You can keep drinking your drink, but are you really going to wait to finish that before we move on to whiskey? to neat? No.
Fine.
We also have the Maker's BEP, which Chad and I did.
I just keep saying Bep.
Bep in a blind, but I want to get the official Chad and Sara weigh in on that. We got a nice Chattanooga whiskey Cabernet finish that we haven't cracked into. We have a barrel bourbon. That's batch 34.
Whoa.
On that one. We got the B version of Larceny Barrel Proof.
Okay.
We have a 3-chord that is matured in Goodwood Imperial Stout barrels. So speaking of,
Ooh.
yeah.
So I feel like, well, for research, we have to
Research
try
purposes.
that.
And then the Maker's 46 cask strength.
All right, I'll put this to the side. Don't melt.
You can sip on it
It's gonna
during,
melt.
you know.
We'll see. I'll let me take a sip of water. So we're starting with the Michter's.
I think so. It's the lowest proof, I believe.
We're trying to get through all these.
Welcome to 5 minutes ago with your host, Chad. I said I doubt we'll be able to get through all these, but we do have them at our disposal.
See, I was channeling you when you don't listen to me.
There we go.
All right, here we go. We begin.
Now, I know this one can be a little tricky to find.
It's true, but you can visit their distillery in Louisville, and sometimes, not always, not often, they do have them at the distillery.
Yeah.
If you don't find that at the distillery, I hope you find the bar because it's great. Their cocktails.
Made a reservation.
I hope you made a reservation at their bar because their cocktails are delightful.
Yeah.
I need the 2 screens back. We gotta
know.
move because I
I
can't
know.
read the comments.
Santiago TC said, "I'm drinking 100,000 subscribers Russell's Pick,
Yay!
saving the last of my first bottle of Wheat Science, holding off on cracking open the backup bottle of that one as long as possible."
Yeah,
I
that
feel
one's
you, Santiago.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
I would like to do that again.
that Russell's is good too.
Yeah, it is. No, it is good. That sounded like forlorn. Like, yeah. No, it is. But there's a special place on my heart for Wheat Science.
Michter's Single Barrel, it's a 10-year-old bourbon, and it is 47.2% ABV, which
Don't make me
makes
do
it
math. Just under 100 proof.
94.4.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. 94.4. Single barrel 10-year. Oh, fruity.
It's got some, but it also has oak on it. I mean,
Fruity and oak.
Maybe a little bit more than I would expect for a 10-year.
And a little honey.
I like this.
Carnage Report saying 2023 Michter's is next level. It's something special.
I think it has more oak on the palate and on the nose than what I normally expect for a 10-year. Like if you took a McKenna bottled bond 10-year,
Yep.
almost the same improved, same age, I'm not going to get as much oak on that as I do on this.
Yeah.
This is reading more to me 12 to maybe 15. I mean like 12 plus. And it's so nice and easy. This is so drinkable.
It's a great start to the evening. I know it's no slouch. It's a 10-year-old single barrel that is like 100 and I don't even know now retail.
Dollars. It used to be like 100, right?
30, 140 around there.
However, I have to say I've never been disappointed by a Michter's 10-year.
No.
So
it's bourbon or rye.
There are other bottles in that price range where I feel like maybe it feels like more of a gamble, whereas I feel like with these, I've never been disappointed. And we've been buying these since I can remember 2017, 2018.
I would say 17.
I think we got our first one in 2017. Haven't been disappointed yet. Yeah. I'll write to you when I do.
Yeah.
When I am, if ever.
If you guys want to know the barrel number?
Sure, tell us.
23A0276.
Does not compute.
So if you also have that barrel,
Error.
we're bottle buddies if you have it.
I don't know how I feel about that.
94.4 FM, The Jazz. That's right, Tony. Hot Toddy's enjoying our Kentucky Spirit Pick. A lot of people drinking some IBM picks tonight.
I love the Kentucky Spirit Pick. Thanks for the support, you guys. If you're wondering about our barrel picks, if you go to our website, whiskeyambitions.com, under the little, hamburger menu, there's a barrel pick page that lists links to our picks that are public. A lot of them sell out in Patreon. That's just what happens. But sometimes we have extra large yields, and so we have some left over, and that's where we link them. So if you're ever curious, hey, I wonder what they've got right now.
Check it out.
That's where they'll be.
More information here on Steve's question. It was actually a question on shipping. So I don't know if I just read that. Wait,
what was the question
sipping, or if
shipping whiskey
if he did a typo.
In the heat.
Shipping.
I'm gonna guess that you misread it.
I don't know. I don't want to scroll up to even find out. Shipping whiskey in the summertime.
I vote. I downvote.
I usually go to Kmart and ship my pants.
Oh my gosh.
And I ship my drawers, and then I ship my bourbon. Remember that commercial? It was great. Oh, I loved it.
Yeah. That takes me back.
If it's something like this, low proof, under 100, I think you're going to be fine. The higher the proof, the more pressure gets built up in that bottle from heat, and the more likely it is to pop the cork.
I think, it depends on what you're trying to ship also, proof-wise, value-wise. If you have a high-value bottle or a higher value bottle or something that's not easy to replace, I would just wait until it cools off. It's not worth it to me. It's not.
Other side of the coin, Sarah, your place is like Keg and Bottle, Shared Pour, other shipping retailers. They don't stop selling during the summer.
That's correct, but they also have shipping insurance, and if a bottle breaks, they usually have some on reserve so that they can replace it for you if a bottle busts.
Yeah.
We know people who have had bottles bust in the mail when it's been too hot, and if it's a gift and you need to get it to someone and it's something that's like $50 or under and it's like, I need to get it to them, sure, okay, whatever you want to do, fine. But if you're trying to ship something like this, I would wait. Insulate
it if you can put that, into the cost equation, get a little styrofoam cooler or some type of insulated thing just to keep it a little cooler.
Proceed at your own risk.
Also, update
is my advice
on the price. $185.
Oh, what?
It has gone. It's gone up there as things do, but still.
I hope nobody clips that. What? Oh God, I forget that everything I do here lives forever.
It's true.
Oh, yeah. The pain of existence. Existence is pain, Chad.
Existence is pain. It's still pretty damn good though. It's tough, but it would make a great gift if you could find one. Everything else has gone up in price too.
I again have been more disappointed by bottles. Not that I'm disappointed in this one at all. I've been exponentially disappointed by bottles that are more expensive than this one. So
oh my, yes.
I don't think that I can say, hey, go out and do it right now. Spend all your money on this bottle. It tastes good. You won't be disappointed, but you do it. You make your own decisions.
The good way to put it is if you live in the 185, 200, 225, 250 and up area of buying bourbon.
And that's comfortable.
For you, you're not going to be disappointed by this.
Agreed. It is a little oaky.
185 is, your entire bourbon budget for the month.
Don't do it. I don't know. I mean, you could do it.
Brett weighing in on the heat thing. He says, I get my packages dropped off at a UPS access point rather than at my door. Heat is no joke in Florida.
The reason why I just would personally shy away from it, I'm also a low risk girly. You like when they're sitting on trucks and stuff, like you don't know what's climate controlled, where, how long it's going to sit for. There's just no guarantee. So I'm personally not willing to take the risk unless I absolutely have to get something somewhere for whatever reason. I'm just not. I'm going to figure something else out probably. Anyways, I do think that it's worth noting, switching back to this.
Yep.
A little more oak to it than normal. I still wouldn't call it like overly oaked or anything, but if you are sensitive, you don't like oaky stuff.
I'm loving the oak.
That might be a reason to pause or get a taste of it first somewhere if you can find it. This batch in particular.
Yeah, they
I
are
haven't
single
felt
barrels.
that way before.
Yeah.
So go into it knowing that, but I think it's really good, and I have an oak threshold, so I like this a lot.
I feel like if it was over 100 proof, this particular single barrel for you might
Would
get
be too oaky.
a little too oaky.
Agreed. I completely agree.
It's all good. All right, we got one down. Twist mustache. If you want to set that back over there.
Oh my
god. Yeah. Anyway. Anyway.
Now I have to kill.
All right.
Don't rush me as part of my process.
I'm just looking at the proof of everything else to see if there's a logical place for us to go.
That one hurt.
110. What are you? You're 95. So we're going to go here. The Chattanooga whiskey.
The thing I like about this drink is it just looks like tea, but it is not tea.
It's not tea.
It's not tea.
Chattanooga whiskey. There we go. Cabernet finished. So this is straight malt whiskey finished in Cabernet Sauvignon casks, Tennessee high malt, 95 proof, and let's see, 53-gallon toasted and charred oak barrels. Finishing time greater than 18 months.
Greater than.
Nice. Non-chill filtered. This is an Alexander Valley Cabernet Sauvignon barrel. Batch size is 6 to 8 barrels. And the age of the whiskey is greater than 4 years. Okay, so greater than 4 years whiskey that is then aged for an additional 18 months. And it is malt, Tennessee high malt. Yeah, so.
Let's taste it.
Let's do it.
Gerald asked, how did you get the tea-infused vodka? I don't understand. I can't, I think you're teasing me, but I can't tell. This is just... All this is bourbon, a little bit of East India Solera sherry, and cream soda. And I don't usually drink soda because it's too sweet, but with this, it's so good. Do you agree?
I do.
It's so good.
I do.
It's one of my favorite things.
I'm not a huge cream soda profile person, but I do enjoy it.
It works with this.
Yeah.
Nice summer sipper.
Summer sipper.
But again, beware. They go down very easy. And the cream soda choice does matter.
Yeah, that's true.
No matter what you believe, the cream soda choice matters.
Yeah.
I like more of a crisp, bubbly cream soda in this one, less of a syrupy sweet.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
And here are my thoughts on sodas.
Oh, yes. I remember. So this gets very granular. So it lists the mash bills. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mash bills in here. I think you can go on their website and find these. It's like R18077, R18087, R18088, etc. Of these different mash bills that went into this. So it's got a lot. It's got a lot going on.
You could dig in. You could research it if you had the time and were so inclined.
Yep. All containing...
I'm neither of those people.
Well, I can tell you this. All containing at least 25% specially malted grains of those mash bills. So that's the highness that we're talking about in this high malt.
I just need to reset my mind before I go back into this. There's something specific on that nose.
It's malt. No. Well, yes.
It is malt.
But chocolate and coffee.
Chocolate-covered cherry and espresso, yes.
Espresso, yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, it's like a Black Forest cake.
Ah. All right. Yeah, I like that pull.
Dark chocolate cherry, that kind of like syrupy cherry.
Yeah.
With the chocolate shavings and a little bit of coffee. Yeah, you put coffee in your chocolate cake to make it. It puts the lotion
cream,
on its skin.
You put the
It
cream
does
in
what
the
it's told.
coconut. It's also something. Shoot, I mean, it might be the Black Forest cake. I was almost there on it. Shoot.
And yeah, it's like cherry syrup, a little bit of coffee, chocolate shavings. Now I don't even like Black Forest
Creme
cake, but now I want some.
Have sort of a coffee-esque flavor. What am I thinking of then? What am I thinking of?
Tiramisu.
Tiramisu. Yes, that's it. That's what I was thinking of.
He just says desserts, and I know what he's talking
She's
about.
the dessert whisperer for me.
Yeah. I did make him a pretty bomb carrot cake
She
with
did.
bourbon in it
Oh my
for
God.
his belated birthday. We celebrated his birthday party, technically, last weekend.
I was thirsty. Now I'm hungry. Says hot
Welcome to our channel where we talk about food through references of whiskey and also pop culture.
Yep. Yeah, totally. You can tiramisu.
Yeah, it has that like creamy. Like when I said Black Forest cake, I was also thinking of like the creamy icing like between the layers too.
Oh, whoa. And that translates to the palate. It is different. But
Yeah.
you know what?
Coffee.
I like it.
It is straight up coffee soaked Black Forest cake.
Yes. If you're in the mood for something different that is not a bourbon flavor profile.
If you like an after dinner whiskey instead of a dessert, this would be both.
Yep.
It's not sweet, but it's sweet in the way that American whiskey and bourbon
Yeah.
is sweet. But
Not sweet to us.
not overly sweet. Yeah, it's not sweet to us. It really delivers those flavors. Very specific, though. So if these are not your flavor profile notes, then do not.
Do not proceed.
Do not proceed.
Don't
Don't
pass
pass
go.
go. Don't collect $200. Right to jail.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Wow, and it sticks around.
It does. Getting the visual.
Like, I would serve this after dinner.
Yeah. In one of those little,
A little,
squatty.
like a snifter? Like a sherry glass.
Yeah. Like one of those really small ones.
There's like, it looks like a tiny tulip glass.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
a sherry glass. Or for port or whatever you want to
Pinkies
put in
up.
there. Yeah, just a little nip after dinner.
Just a wee nip.
Just a wee nip.
Just a wee
You can always
nip.
refill it if you drink it all.
Michelle Martin with another super duper chat.
We'll be seeing her soon on a barrel pick.
That's true. We're going on the road for some
in
barrel
October.
picks.
We are going on
Yeah,
the road.
pretty soon. She says, "Welcome back, Sarah. We've enjoyed the Tennessee hunting video and looking forward to the next installment of 64 Under 100."
I'm glad somebody's looking forward to it.
Come on.
No, we know it's taken a long time.
Yeah.
Trust us.
We're in the home stretch.
We know.
Thank you, Michelle. We appreciate that. And we will be seeing you soon.
We've gotten this far. We can't stop now. We've got to find the answer.
Mm-hmm.
So, like it or not, you're coming with us.
Well, since we're on that topic, we'll kind of tell you guys here our thoughts on the remaining bracket.
Oh, yes. Step into our circle of trust.
So this is round 3, which means you've heard us hem and haw and give flavor notes twice already on these things. So going forward, round 3, we're going to cut most of that out. If you want to hear it, just go back and watch the episode, either one of the episodes, round 1 or round 2, that featured that bourbon, and you'll get them. This is going to be more just us picking between A and B and seeing what advances. So
Sure.
they're going to be a little shorter in that respect, but you'll get more in the episode.
Yep.
So
Yeah. We'll get more matchups knocked out in one episode
Yes.
so that we can get through the bracket as fast as possible. I
Correct.
believe that will leave us with 3?
Well, we also have the tiebreaker from Chad, so 4.
4 episodes left.
Yeah.
Something like that.
And don't forget to hit that like button. Thank you, Joe.
Do it. Hit
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure if we had, like 6 months to work on that series and like a team of
A team.
producers and editors and stuff, somebody would have said, hey, don't do it the way that you were thinking about doing it, where you break them all out individually. Don't do it that way. Here's how we should do it.
Well, I don't know.
I think it would have been the opposite of what we're doing now, where it would have been the short, nondescript matchups in the beginning, getting to more descriptive.
Probably, yes.
And that way we could have done more in one. Anyways.
Well, technically we did in round 1 because those were cut down to a minute because they were going out on social.
That's true.
It was round 2
that really got
we got a little bloated.
And, you know, we spent 2 weeks in Scotland and it's summer and so there's holidays and things happening. But anyways, I don't want to stick on it for too long, but just know that we recognize. We recognize, but we're in it now and we got to finish it. We're not quitters. And this is what I do when I have had 3 drinks.
Mr.
We're not quitters.
ADHD Whiskey. He is Matt Porter. He is in the house.
Happy Father's Day, Matt.
Is coming from inside the house. He says,
"What's your favorite horror movie?
What's your favorite scary movie? What's your favorite scary movie?" He says, "Cheers, Chad and Sarah. Cheers, all. Happy Father's Day, Daddy-O's." Well, he's a cool Daddy-O.
He is a cool
And he's
guy.
got speaking of finishes, the wrap up to Matt Madness, which would have had me in there, but
you blew it.
I did blow it. I did. That's all right.
It's okay. I blew it really early on.
Is fine with me. So you got Dan from Bourbon Junkies. You got Jason from Mash and Drum. They're going head to head. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I think that's
Clash of the Titans.
Friday?
Question mark?
Was it Friday? Did I miss it? Did it already happen? Or is it next Friday? I am out. So who knows? Someone's going to be like, that already happened. But back to this guy.
Happy Father's Day, Matt. Mm-hmm. And to all you dads. To all you daddios.
I just remember seeing the upcoming. I was like, oh, that's coming up.
Which is what that means, but maybe
it was Friday.
You saw
well,
it
who won?
Chad, you don't know?
No.
I mean, I know, but I want to see if you know. So just tell me if you know, and then I'll tell you if you're right.
She also doesn't know. We haven't.
Okay, listen, I have an early bedtime. And I worked in the yard all day yesterday, and most of the day today.
We've been off our phones. We've been out
true.
Enjoying
I've
nature.
Been off the grid, doing my grandma things, working in the garden.
Yeah, that's right.
So I can have a yard beer. Literally only doing it so that I can have a yard beer.
Yeah.
It's what motivates me. They don't taste good unless you're sweaty.
Unless you've been working in the yard. Well, it already happened, but go watch the replay if you didn't watch it live. So.
And we will also be doing that.
Yeah.
Do your homework. We'll all do our homework together.
So final thoughts on this Cabernet finished Chattanooga?
I like it for a place and a time.
Sure. Well, yeah, it's not a bourbon whiskey. It's not something that, I don't know, you could plug it into the middle of a bourbon flight. It will definitely stand out, and you'll know if you're doing anything blind.
I think it depends on where you're going after that.
Yeah, but
I like
it a lot.
I like it.
It reminds me of that Rabbit Hole Race King. Not
actually, Chad, that's a great comparison.
Not quite that level.
But it's kind of like, if you can't buy this, then buy this.
Yeah. Because
and I think that's really good.
The Race King had a pretty high price tag.
But it was also very coffee.
It was very coffee, but from a non-coffee drinker, it was not a killer.
Right, as I don't think this is.
I don't either. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I would like this for, I picture myself like hosting a dinner party, and this is the dessert drink that maybe I do serve with a slice of chocolate cake or something.
Oh, yeah, if you do
it would be
balance.
Such a good pairing.
Some
tiramisu or chocolate cake. I think it would be either you go the coffee or the chocolate,
well, you gotta remember
or the
that.
cherry.
Write
I think
that
that
down.
this would be a really good.
This
would be a really good pairing. I do need to start writing things down because I say them on here, and then they are recorded.
No one's taking minutes
for forever, but no one's taking the minutes. And then later, I'm like, what was that bourbon that I said had a good apricot peachy note? Because then when I'm coming up with a peach pie recipe and I want to soak the peaches in bourbon, how will I know which one to use? I can't remember what I said. I was drinking. How am I supposed to remember?
Gerald here with another super chat. Thank you, Gerald. It says, welcome back, Sarah. We are here with you to the end of the 64. Nice. Thank you, Gerald. We appreciate that. You are in for the 64. You're in 64. A great system.
Ooh, or you could try to make a Black Forest Old Fashioned and use chocolate bitters and black walnut bitters, and this with a Luxardo cherry.
Copyright is Bourbon Night 2023. All rights reserved.
That would be really good fun for the holidays. I think that would be really good.
Wait, what's this? Matt Porter saying. Going to be in Lexington, July 16th through the 20th. Me and wifey want to bring you two out to dinner one night. Hello, we'll be in touch. All right, do so, sir. Do so.
A little double date. Do you want to go bowling? The 16th through the 20th. We will be back on the 19th. Well, we'll be back on the 18th, so the 19th or the 20th, whichever you
19th
please.
19th or 20th.
Wow, look at us making plans right here on the internet for everyone to see.
Boom. Love it. Love it when worlds collide.
And then I'm going to put that to the side and have it as my dessert.
Okay.
What's this?
That was a great joke. It was not terrible in 64. That's the birthday bourbon. So, yeah.
I put this out.
Gonna run out of glasses here. Let's get some more. All right, clean glass.
When I finish this, you can just start pouring them in here.
Okay. Now, this is where it gets more difficult because they're all sort of around the same proof. We have some 110s hovering around.
Well,
so
let's pull them
and
they can vote.
Maker's 46, the BEP,
This
the
is
3 chord. Those are all 110 to 111.
Pull them. Bring them. Bring them out. And this one's 114.
And then the Larceny Barrel Proof is 124.
What time is it? I can't see.
8:37.
Do you like my... Where's my readers?
What's the...
What?
What time is it?
Is Rusty still in the Navy?
This house is bigger than your old one.
Favorite N64 game is probably GoldenEye. When playing 4-player, that was pretty killer.
Remind me of N64 games that I like. I don't remember the systems. I just remember that I played the games. I was so young.
Super Mario World. You saw me playing that one on.
Yeah, I did like that one.
handheld.
Where you can go into the paintings.
You can go into the paintings.
Yeah, I like that one.
So I would say 1-player probably actually is Super Mario World. 4-player definitely GoldenEye. Excite Bike 64 was a favorite. That one won't play on my emulator because it's just got too much. Oh, we lost Sarah.
What? Wake me up when he's done.
There was actually a WCW versus NWO game that friends and I played. Oh, Killer Instinct 64.
Okay, that's enough. Wrap it up. You don't even let me finish my thoughts that are about the actual whiskey that we're supposed to be here talking about. But you will.
Santiago CC says,
But you will go on a rant about N64 games and expect everyone to listen to every damn word you have to say.
because I have the microphone.
Blah, blah, blah.
111, 110, 110. What'd you say?
114 point
114
something.
Okay, so what turns you on here, folks? The Goodwood 3-chord. We got the Cask Strength 46. We got the BEP from Makers. We got.
Okay, well, we did just have another finished one, so let's try this one, and then they can decide between these.
Okay.
I'm just going to make the executive decision right now.
Then away with these. please.
114. JG wants the barrel. You might be getting that. It's really hard for me to read. A maker's vote.
A Makers. Which one? We have 2.
What?
We have 2 Makers.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, if I have to choose, it's the BEP.
Okay.
Couple votes for the barrel.
I would like to get your thoughts on that.
Okay, well, let's just do one of these then.
Okay.
We'll just share. We'll just do it real quick.
All right. Just a little more then.
We'll save this glass.
All right.
Yeah, BEP is BEP and the barrel.
Okay.
We might have to save the larceny for next time. I don't know. Maybe we could do overtime if I make it that far. Because, it has been 3 weeks since I've been here, so I feel like I kind of owe them.
You do. This is interesting. I want to read this to you, folks. Okay. These barrels began their journey in Kentucky, where they sheltered bourbon for 15 years before they traveled to Michigan to put out their first release, Whiskey Drummer. They then circled back to Kentucky, where the top mines at Goodwood barrel-aged an executive imperial stout for 4 months, deemed Sweet Harmony. That's in quotes. Sweet Harmony, that's the name. On the last leg of the #barrel tour, they migrated back to Michigan and were filled with 6, 7, and 15-year-old Kentucky bourbon for 8 months. Okay, so it's an 8-month finish. You're going to age state it, you're going to call it 6 because that's the youngest in here, but it also has 7 and 15.
6, 7, and 15 blend, finished in these casks, imperial stout casks for 8 months.
Yes.
Great. And from Goodwood, which is a brewery that's There's a location in Lexington. There's a location in Frankfurt. Yes. And I don't know, maybe Louisville?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
It's batch number GW1. It's 111 proof.
All right.
Go for it.
Keeps the barrel characteristics.
I can tell you.
Nutty, malty.
I can tell you what they say.
Do it.
They say a bourbon cocoa dream with a buttery caramel nose, a warm, silky mouthfeel. We haven't gotten there yet. With chocolate, malt notes, and a long molasses finish.
Interesting. I don't know about the caramel in the nose. That's not what came to mind first, but that's not wrong.
Okay.
Here.
Yes, Four Roses is great with chocolate. Yes, it is.
Woo woo.
Oh, they have a Goodwood in Columbus, says Hot Toddy. They're popping up everywhere. Wow. Yeah, buttered popcorn on the nose is what I get.
You do get buttery then.
Yeah.
I didn't have that experience. But
Butter cheddar popcorn, kind of.
cheesy popcorn?
Mm-hmm.
Weird.
Woo. All right. I'm packing a little punch for 111.
It's hot. Yeah.
It is, buttery. I do get that.
Buttery.
It does have a good mouthfeel. The flavor is sort of buttery. Popcorn, buttered popcorn.
But is it buttery?
Chocolate malt notes and a molasses finish.
Definitely get chocolate malt. I don't know about the molasses.
Oh, Whoppers. Yep.
Whoppers.
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 Is it Whoppers?
100%.
Yeah. Whoppers.
Wow.
Sometimes I pull a good one out, folks, time to time.
Rarely, but it has been known to happen.
Thanks.
I build him up just to knock him back
Knock
down.
me down.
We got to keep him in check, right?
Molasses finish. I get more chocolatey stout than molasses.
Chocolatey stout
personally.
Whoppers was the best thing that you have said all night.
Let's keep saying Whoppers every time. Hey, we have a super chat from Django the Bourbon Cat. Just a $20 super chat. We appreciate that. Thank you so much. I don't think we've seen you, or this might be your first super chat before.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow, thank you so
We
much.
appreciate
If it isn't, then I apologize. But we do drink on this channel, and that's why we don't
We
remember.
do.
Or
Give
you
him
could have
give him a little cheers.
changed your name also.
That's
It
true.
happens.
Yeah. Appreciate that.
Whoever's keeping the minutes, write this down. Come Halloween, this paired with Whoppers.
Write it down. Yes.
It's a little. Is it touch hot, harsh? Me? Okay.
No, I think it's,
I'm taking the minutes. I'm the talent.
you have the good handwriting.
That's always the excuse.
It is. Yeah, it was a little hot on the first sips, but I think the more sips you have, you get very acclimated to it, and you're concentrating more. You're concentrating less on the heat and just more on the chocolate Whoppers of it. I want to make my next Halloween cocktail using this and
make it Whoppers.
serve it with a Whopper on the side.
You're such a candy weirdo.
Halloween.
I just don't like my drinks that sweet.
You want the last sip?
No, I'm okay. I want this.
Fair enough. So I'd say if you can find this around, definitely go for it. It's much like the Chattanooga here.
Specific
taste, but if you're like, I'm not, I know what bourbon tastes like.
I
I'm
want
not in the mood
something
for just a
different.
bourbon. I want something different on my palate.
You're like,
Either one of these guys.
I love Whoppers. I gotta try it with Whoppers.
I want
Then
liquid Whoppers.
Then that's for you.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm very interested after tasting that what our imperial stout finish in our bourbon barrels will taste like.
In our
Hopefully we get to find out around the end of summer.
Ooh.
I hope it's not September because help.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Oh, I like this. Excuse, but it's the truth. You always know who writes the thank you cards. Yeah, if it looks like
If you can read it, I wrote it. And if you can't read it, then he wrote
like
it.
a third grader wrote it, then I wrote that one. And I know, Tony, you have gotten both.
Ooh, Gerald Giggs says he loves Whoppers or chocolate malt milkshakes. Pour a little bit of that in your chocolate malt milkshake.
You're in for a good time.
Bet you're going to have a good time.
Good old time.
Just saying.
All right, shall we BEP it?
Bet.
Bep it.
Bep it.
Bep
Bop it.
Bop it. Twist it. Turn it.
Okay,
Bop it.
I used to love that thing, but I would get so annoyed. I like hyperfixate on things until I finish them.
Are we still sharing glasses?
No, we don't have to.
Okay.
But we're almost out. And Bop It was the thing that I would just sit there until it was like punishment. Like, you may not get up from this spot. No one told me that except me in my own head. You cannot leave this seat until you can bop it all the way. You do all the bop its. Win at Bop It. Can you even win?
I don't know.
Do you get to the end?
Does it say, we cannot test you any further?
And there's like a little like confetti, like, doo-doo, you did it. It's just like, Bop It has been beat.
No, it just says, please go outside and play.
Yeah, please go outside.
Doing this for
Climb
way
a
too
tree,
long.
look at the sky, do something else. I like a challenge. What can I say? That's why I picked you.
Nah. Whoppers? Maker's Mark Wood Finishing Series 2023 limited release. The last of them, right?
Stop saying that.
BEP.
I refuse to believe that these are going to go away. If someone from Makers is watching this, I think this is the biggest mistake that you will ever make.
Maybe they kind of have to. For a little while, and then they bring them back.
I think that they hit pause, rebrand them maybe, do a different bottle, do something to mark the separation between Jane and no Jane. But you cannot...
I was just getting ready to say, if the audience is a little lost on why we're saying this is the last one.
Tell them.
So, Jane...
You're the one who said it.
Jane Bowie and Denny Potter, so Master of Maturation and Master Distiller, respectively, left Maker's Mark around the same time. They have announced that they are doing their own distillery. I think it is still unnamed.
Very exciting
I haven't looked into it recently, but last I heard...
More info should be coming soon.
Yep. And so they're doing their own thing. They're a great little duo, great team. And they were both sort of, definitely Jane, I mean, Master of Maturation.
This project.
So they left, and this was the last one that they touched.
We have been...
So.
The information that we have heard is that they will not be doing the wood finishing series anymore. I think, if that's true, that's a tragedy. And I think that that's very hurtful.
Yeah, so hopefully they bring it back.
I feel like the wood finishing series like these really have infiltrated, in a good way, the broader whiskey community, or like the whiskey enthusiast. People who like higher proof stuff, people who like finish, just like experimental stuff. So I feel like when they're going to lose ground in that market by taking that away. Makes me very sad. At least they still have the private selections. But
hopefully, yeah, they got it, something on the way. Michael
I hope they
S.
produce something else.
says, hello, all you wonderful whiskey people. I'm tardy due to Father's Day festivities.
Happy Father's Day.
And Jeff Winbush with a super chat saying, smash that like button.
Oh, thanks, Jeff.
Bop it. Pull it.
Twist
it.
Bop that like button, okay?
Bop that like button. Thank you, Jeff. We appreciate the super chat.
And
Cheers.
we're about to drink this Makers.
To ya. Someone was asking the proof on this.
110.7.
110.7. An expression with prominent wood sugars bringing forth strong notes of vanilla, caramel, and sweet spice. It's 10 virgin toasted American oak staves. I'd agree with their statement. It is
10 toasted American oak steaks?
no caramely and vanilla.
Caramel, vanilla, a little bit of toasted marshmallow. There's a dog standing at the top of the stairs staring at us. She has loud, clicky toenails.
Dropped her toy down the stairs.
Oh, she's bringing her toy down. Oh, and she's got it. And she's playing. All right, well, if the camera gets knocked over, then you know why.
She got bored and she brought her toy down.
She said, I'm tired of hearing you all yap.
Yeah.
It's been, I don't know, like 50 minutes.
Mr. White. Yeah. Zoe just knows, I'm going to go to sleep. When
Zoe's like, oh, this
sit on the same side of the table and talk to an inanimate object.
It's like, time for them to just talk to nobody again.
Yeah, but vanilla and caramel.
Vanilla, caramel,
yeah,
toasted
very vanilla,
wood,
actually.
A little bit of marshmallow.
Yeah, marshmallow fluff.
Not, I mean, past releases, especially when they do the, like, lean into the Mondiant stuff.
Yeah.
It gets a little chocolatey, a little desserty.
True.
I think the last one, I might have said, like, atmospheric coffee shop. It reminded me of like
Yeah.
coffee and baked
Books.
goods and books. I'm not getting, this one's a lot more traditional.
Stay out of there. The dog.
Hey, she can't hear us, so.
She's an old dog. Okay. It doesn't have a big
And there she goes.
punch, like a big rush of flavor. It's
Let me
pretty,
get some water because I'm still tasting my cocktail.
pretty, subdued, I guess.
It's more traditional, I think.
Yeah.
I will need to revisit this when we haven't had a cab finished, followed by a stout finished,
Right.
followed by this, because I do think that has affected my palate. But if this, yeah, I don't know. If this is accurate, it might be my least favorite wood finishing series so far. I don't know. Question mark. But I don't feel like I can make that statement right now completely accurately.
Right.
Right. We need
Well-
to revisit it.
Each one of these has a direction, right?
And what's this one?
With the 2023 Wood Finishing Series release, we're showcasing the influence of our unique 110 proof barrel entry. BEP is barrel entry proof.
Come say hello.
We go into this lower proof to achieve the. What are you doing?
I'm trying to get. I'm not going to give it to her. I just want to pique her interest. Come say hello.
What?
Come say hello. Put your little gray snoot up there.
It's the dog right there.
There she is.
There she is. Yep.
Hi.
Where was I? Oh yeah. We go in this lower proof to achieve the one-of-a-kind taste profile Bill Samuels Jr. established in 1953. Anything less or more wouldn't truly be or taste like Maker's Mark, you know. Okay. So to celebrate our special 110 entry proof, we've created an expression that features even more of what you get from a lower entry proof, more wood sugars, more barrel characteristics, and ultimately a more flavorful sip.
Is that true? No, I don't know. Hi, sweetie.
More wood sugars, more barrel characteristics, and a more flavorful sip.
What do you think? What do you think? She wants to climb up in my lap. That's what she's been doing all weekend. Every
Yeah.
time I sit on the couch, she just gets in my lap. I'm like, but you're big. I also like it. Oh, she wants to climb in Chad's lap. Now here
she
she's going to come up in there.
I do, and there goes her tail. I do get the more wood sugars part.
Yeah, for sure.
More barrel characteristics. I don't know. I not really getting that part.
Wood sugars,
Yeah.
caramels, toasty, tannic. It's like not a lot, but a little bit. Yeah, that marshmallowy, sweet. Quit hitting. Sorry for the percussion. She's very happy. All right, well, maybe we won't be doing overtime because I don't know if she's gonna have it.
She's like,
We're trying to do a nice thing and we're dog sitting
let's come cuddle on the couch.
for this little old lady,
Yeah.
and she needs a lot of loving
See
because
these
she's got
gray eyebrows?
You see her gray snoot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
an
old lady.
She just wants what she wants, and old lady says, "Excuse me, it's 9 o'clock. It is time for bed." She gonna go lay down now.
Chad, read up. That's not helpful. To what?
Dog, I don't understand.
Dog?
Help! Don't say that's not helpful.
Well, read
Rude.
up. There's a lot up.
The press release specifically mentioned that this was the
End
End
of
of
this
this-
chapter of Wood Finishing, and there
will be new things to come. Okay, I hadn't heard about new things to come. I guess that's exciting. I'm very sad to see the end of this chapter. We've been with this series start to finish.
What was the first one called?
RC6.
Yeah, RC6. Boom.
See,
Still trap.
She can
Still trap.
Steel trap. Ask me what. Chad can move a chair upstairs, and it will take me a month to notice. But RC6, got it locked in.
SE4 PR5
PR5
was the next one. I know that.
Yes. FAE.
Yeah, Fay 1 and Fay 2.
There's been others. What was the one from last year? It wasn't FAE, was it?
No. I don't remember. It was something.
T.
Yeah,
had a T?
R2D2.
BRT.
BRT, that's what it was. Yeah.
Got it. Give me a quiz. Right now. VPub. Call Roy. It's like 3 a.m. his time.
Remember, FAE is fatty acid esters.
Yes.
BRT, I don't remember.
Barrel rotation something.
Time, I think.
Yeah,
BRT.
something like that. Anyways, and moving on.
Yeah.
I personally prefer, just from first taste, both of the FAEs and then both of the BRTs to this one. But that's okay. Ask me to compare it to the RC6 and the SE4 PR5. That's too far back. I'd have to try them.
Well, here's one thing that we can compare it to is the 46 cast strength.
Well, we can, but what about the barrel? Okay. We'll end with the barrel, but then that means you save the Larceny barrel proof for next time.
Okay.
Or we save... No, I think we save the Larceny for next time.
I think this will be the most relevant to this one.
Sure. It's not what they voted for,
Oh,
but
that's
it's
right.
what Chad wanted, so it's what Chad gets.
I always forget this is a twist off.
Justin said it's only 2 a.m. there, and Roy's probably still awake.
Probably.
I just want to be there. Again.
Ooh.
Every day I daydream about going back to Scotland.
Well, that knows.
Every day he doesn't care.
As I feel like more to say.
Ooh, I think so too.
So some people think this is new.
A lot of vanilla.
But it's just they changed the 46, the non-cast strength bottle, and this is just following suit. They put French oaked here on the label, but it's always been French oak. That's been its thing. So it's not a new thing. It's just a new label. But this one is 110.3 proof.
I think it drinks a tiny bit hotter, and I think the wood comes through a little bit more bitter on this than it does here. This feels more refined.
What is on your nose?
It's a snot. It's
Is it
okay.
a snot?
Oh. No, it's
Or
like
a
a feather.
Where do you know? Wow.
How did you get a feather? It's a feather. That was a snot. It's like coming right out of her nose.
Oh, well, she licked it.
Now
gone
she
now.
ate a feather? Great.
Stuck a feather in her mouth and called him macaroni.
Oh my gosh. Get me out of here.
All right. I feel like I want to call it BEP.
The
Yeah,
BEP.
it is BEP.
BEP.
Had more forward flavor. This is the easy one. This is very easy.
Nope.
All right. I've just been told I'm wrong, and then my feelings don't matter.
Go ahead. No, I will stop invalidating your experience. You may tell us your truth, Chad.
My truth is that this one's much easier. Not that this one had bold flavors at all, but this one is very, very easy. I do think this had a better mouthfeel, the BEP, than the 46 cast strength. Flavor-wise, might be more over here a little. I don't know yet.
I hear you, and I recognize your perspective. But
the actual
right answer is this one. It's just...
Well,
it's one note.
You've never been much of a 46 fan.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you've never been wrong. I was like, that's true. No, the wood on this is a little bit more bitter in comparison. It's one note in comparison. And it's just a little bit harsher. It's good still. It's good, but if we're apples to apples, I would take this one.
Whoppers?
Whoppers to Whoppers?
No, you just said that's the smartest thing I've ever said, so I'll just say it now.
Whoppers. Well, it was the
moments
best.
of-
It was one of... I said it was the best tasting note you've given all night, so... Shush. I cannot recommend this enough. It's delicious, and I think you should have one.
She's going to go make herself a second one.
I might. No, if we were staying on until 10, I can't see, then sure, I would probably go make myself another one. But I'm not. We're not, so I'm not.
This one's pretty much... This one's pretty much empty.
Finish that one. Delicious.
All right, let's end it.
And good for you.
Part of a balanced breakfast. Okay. Put that over
I
there.
have a small collection.
I
Okay.
got it. If you want to, yeah.
Boop.
There we go.
Bop.
All right.
Bep.
Bep. Barrel bourbon, cask strength. This is batch 34. The minimum age in this one is 6 years. It's a blend of straight bourbon whiskeys. Let's see where it's coming from. If you said Kentucky, Indiana, and Tennessee, you are correct.
That is what I said in my head.
So, give it a little go here.
Any of y'all ever have like a bunch of vines take over your yard and you have to pull them out from the ground and it's like a lot of them? My shoulders are killing me.
It's so funny you said that because...
You do. Excuse me. I was one out there pulling them today.
This dog, everybody.
I don't think they heard that.
What's in that sherry? JG asked. Hey, your dog looks a lot like this dog.
It's bourbon. It's 1.5 ounces of bourbon, 1/2 ounce of East India Solera sherry, and then you top it with cream soda, and it's great. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. It was so loud. But the best part is she didn't hear it at all because she can't hear it.
I miss Big Dog.
Hello.
That happening from Big Dogs.
Do you feel better?
You know, we don't get that from Zoe.
Well,
not big. Yeah,
not like that.
Not across the room turning heads like. Hers are more squeakers.
Let's get scared.
Not anymore. Have you noticed that?
No.
She doesn't really. It used to. Her
Well, maybe,
butt.
Oh, okay. That's enough. We don't need to talk about it.
Air her dirty laundry.
Oh. Let her have some secrets, okay?
Zoe doesn't watch these. She'll never know.
Well, she might. It's like reading your daughter's diary. Don't go that way. Okay. It's like reading your daughter's diary on the internet. I'm too drunk to taste this chicken.
Colonel Sanders.
Oh, it's very very brown sugar. Yeah, dark brown sugar. Could be light. I don't know. Doesn't really matter.
Oh, hot toddy.
I can sense the Tennessee in there, but it doesn't stick out, and I kind of like that.
Wow, hot toddy coming in strong with the $50 super chat. Saying dog farts definitely deserve a super chat. Well, if I'd known that, I would have been squeezing Zoe every live stream.
Come on. Thanks, Todd. Sheesh. Oh, you know what? Yes. That deserves, like, should I just smash 2 bottles together?
Do 2. There we go.
I'll do a little empty ice shake for you. I'm going to guess that you copied the description over that might have the trip link in it? Question mark?
Yeah, it's still in there.
We have 1 spot left for our Kentucky trip. I know you want to see this in action live.
In 3D.
In 3D. There's only 1 spot left. But that's okay. If it doesn't get booked, I'm okay with the smaller. I mean, it's what's +1, but I'm happy with the group size that we have. So I'm not going to like push it. Just want y'all to know in case somebody's like, hey, I want to hang out with you. It's in October. It's in Kentucky.
I mean, it's still going to be a relatively small group. It's what, 20?
Right now, it's 21 people
21
plus
people.
us.
Yeah.
So at maximum, it would be 22 plus us.
22 plus us, yeah.
The itinerary looks a little bit bare bones right now, but that's because we're still booking things out. We're
reinvesting into.
We're always transparent.
Yeah.
We do get a kickback for every booking that comes in, but we don't do these trips to make money. We do these trips to take trips and hang out with people that we like. So we just want to take our monies and put it back into the trip. So we're still figuring out what kind of cool, fun experiences can we pay for with that stuff to make it extra special for you.
We kind of got used to that when it was just us booking the trips. We could then set a ticket price, and we always made it to where we broke even.
Right.
So when we started doing Trova Trip, where you actually get a portion on the back end, we're like, we're not used to making money on these trips.
Wait, what? This isn't why I want to do this.
Then we just put it back into the trip.
Yeah.
So
all transparency, the reason why I wanted to do Trova Trip is because they help take a lot of the administrative side, the payment processing. They actually give payment options as far as like you can break it up and support and like manage. They give you a guide is included, which normally like I would be the guide, which is fine, but then I don't get to hang out with the people, and the people paid to come hang out with us.
Yes.
And then I'm running around like an event coordinator.
Yes.
So that's why we did it, not to make money.
That's right.
So yeah, just want to be 100% open and honest about that. It does come through to us, but we want to put it back in.
Hey, Don is here. He's saying, dang, it's first fall meetup that he's missing. Yeah, we're gonna miss you. But we understand. You got
We saw you recently.
a really good reason why.
You know what? Just bookmark a Scotland trip with us for 2024, because that's in the works right now.
There you go.
Don't have dates. Don't have an itinerary finalized, but you better believe I already called, left messages, sent my email wish list. So all you Scotland 1.0 people,
If you want to do 2.0,
just you'll be first in
go
line.
to the parts we didn't see.
You'll be first in line. So nothing can keep me from going back to Scotland. Nothing can stand in my way.
Not even a potato famine. Ah, the potatoes.
It's okay. I'm growing some outside. It'll be fine.
Can I have some?
No.
I happen to like this batch
I like this a lot.
Batch 34, I think, is really good.
I don't think the Tennessee comes through in a Tennessee way. I think it gives that hint of nutty butteriness without... Do you think it does?
No, I want to clarify that because there's some Tennessee people who, when we say that, they're like, quit saying that. It makes it sound like anything that comes out of Tennessee is bad.
Oh,
we're
okay.
talking about,
fair enough.
We're talking about the Dickel Tickle. It's a flavor note that I think first kind of came to note in the whiskey tube community from the Dickel Ball and Bond, where it was sort of that Flintstone vitamin was the big descriptor. It's sort of like a
little bit of a chalky berry.
Now,
I don't really know.
Disclaimer: George Dickel themselves don't all have that note. Their 8-year bourbon doesn't have that note. We've had some single barrel picks from them that doesn't have that note. But there is what seems to be sold off. If you see like 15, 16, 17-year-old Tennessee, it's usually Dickel, and it usually has that type of note in it. So when we're saying we don't taste the Tennessee, we're just talking about a specific flavor note that we get from a specific flavor profile of George Dickel. Explainer. There we go.
Everybody's saying that something that you said was Ireland, but I don't know what they're talking about.
Oh, the potatoes.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
I
Ireland.
wanted to tell him that, but I was like,
No, I know that,
what?
but that's just how I say all the potatoes.
It is. Every time he tries to do a Scottish accent, it turns Irish. I feel like.
No, just that phrase
I don't
is
think
my
so.
Conan O'Brien
were over
doing
there-
a leprechaun.
Okay, well, when we were over there, I feel like
I got pretty good
you
at
got no. Well, okay, eventually, but in the beginning, it started out as Irish.
it. Sure. Because I was doing Conan O'Brien doing a leprechaun, basically.
I was like, it's not the same thing. I was like, shut up, you're gonna offend somebody.
Yeah.
Every day when I close my eyes when I go to sleep, I hope that I'll wake up and I'll be back in Scotland.
I don't want to sound like a daft donut,
Yeah.
which is Scottish.
It's close, I suppose. We do want to do an Ireland trip. That is on the agenda, but we just fell in love with Scotland, and we didn't get to see Speyside or the Highlands, and there's so much whiskey there.
What Dickel?
There's so many more distilleries. Like, no hate to Ireland, but there's so many more distilleries. So we were like, I feel like I don't know. I was motivated to do Scotland. Like, if something happened to me in the next year and if this was the last trip I would ever take, would I want to go to Ireland for the first time or go to Scotland for a second time? And I want to go to Scotland for a second time. So we did a little pivot. But I do want to go to Ireland. So that might be the next year after that. If y'all still want to come on trips with us. Maybe, will we even be relevant then? I'm not sure.
Yes, we're trending that way. I don't know.
Trending towards maybe relevant.
Yeah, Speyside, exactly.
We want Speyside.
Speyside.
We want Highlands.
Northern, yep.
Northern. Last time we did more southern west. Isla.
Yeah.
Open.
But the great thing about it is when you go into a pub, they've got every region there. So if you want some peaty things, if you want some Isla, boom, you can get it. You can get it. Just because the distilleries we're going to, well, even, you know, it's more of a generalization, right? There's going to be peaty stuff everywhere. And there's going to be non-peaty stuff everywhere, too.
Sure.
It's just, you know, Speyside is sort of a region that we've sort of locked into as being more our profile
And
in general, but that doesn't mean it's...
so many distilleries so close together in Speyside. We have a lot more options as far as like what we can do. Not that I didn't love Isla, loved it.
Oh, yeah,
would
great.
happily go back there any day, but I don't
Sarah,
know.
did you try that Speyburn? Is that the one that you had out at the party?
Yes.
Yeah, did you like it?
Yes. I don't remember if I had it that night.
I know you had a Scotch, but I know we also had some
don't
Scotch Malt Whiskey Society
remember
stuff
what
out
I
there.
tried.
Okay.
Just grab it.
Right
It's right there.
Okay, I can move now.
Move now.
The dog's not behind me.
Watch me. Overtime. You're welcome. This is my payback for not being here for 3
weeks.
weekends. It's not my fault. Sorry for having friends.
Well, you should be.
I was at a bachelorette party. So yeah, sorry for having friends that are getting married this year. So a bachelorette party the first weekend in Savannah. Then the next weekend I was at a wedding shower in Indiana. Then last weekend we threw Chad's belated birthday party because all these things happened and we couldn't actually throw him a birthday party after Scotland. And we just were like, we had the ick. I don't know. We just like weren't feeling it.
We were super low energy.
So
and,
tired.
Lethargic, and that doesn't make for a fun life. So we're like...
I think it was rainy too, so we were just Bleh.
It was just...
It was just a rainy Sunday. So now here we are.
Yeah.
So you've earned this. You've been patient and kind and smart and important. So now you get...
The cork smells good anyway. The Pursuit of Perfection, it says.
Oh, wow. This is a departure.
It is.
You know what? I no longer smell Scotch and think... Bleh. I smell Scotch and I think... Deep, sad sigh.
Speyburn Distillery, filled in 2010. It's a cask strength 65.7. Maturation, first fill sherry hogshead. And this is the Broken Barrel
I can smell the sherry
Club, Hawaii.
Something I learned whenever I was in Scotland is that I very much more prefer wine finished scotches than I do bourbons. It works so much better in Scotch than in my opinion, than it does in bourbon. It can still be good in some bourbons, but I think wine finished ryes and scotches better than bourbons. I think there's too much sweet on sweet. What?
I'm out of touch. Can someone in the chat tell me why Sarah loves Scotland so much? The last I knew, the couple did not enjoy Scotch at all. Just the basics. What's the story?
I mean...
Well, I can talk to...
I don't know.
Liking more Scotch now. It's sort of getting thrown into the deep end and learning to swim. Like, there was so much more options over there. And we had, like, one night we went to this place called the Whiskey Vaults. And I went up to the bartender and I said, so far I've discovered I sort of like Speyside region. Or non-peated, ex-bourbon, ex-sherry, and I like cask strength. What do you got? And he just poured something for me. I said, all right, you're doing good. Came back after I finished that one. I said, what's next? He just grabbed something for me, poured it. I said, you're doing good still. So, you know, do we like all Scotch? No. Do we like Scotch more than bourbon? No, and we never will. But we have found an appreciation for it. And I think a lot of that has to do with going over to Scotland. It's sort of like if you came to Kentucky and you were thieving out of a barrel inside of a warehouse with Jimmy Russell or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a different feeling than just buying a bottle and cracking it wherever you live. It's just a different ballgame.
Right.
Yeah.
For me, it was, the atmosphere and the experience. Like, it's literally the most beautiful place that I've ever been. And just being there and all the history and just being able to, like, fully appreciate Scotch. And then also, like Chad said, there's a wide world of Scotch. There's a lot of variety. Having someone steer you in the right direction instead of here we get access. We have had access historically to very few Scotches. Through the generosity of some people who watch the channels, we've had access to some really cool Scotches, but just not been able to appreciate them, or they've just been kind of like shotgun approach, like kind of all over the board. So it's been harder to know what we like. Going there and having that kind of curated, if you like this, then try this experience, we feel a lot more confident. At least I do. I mean, I like Scotch now. Like, before this, I would never have said I will go to a bar and order a Scotch. Now I would go to a bar and order a Scotch. Because, one, I like it, but two, I would feel more confident about being able to order something that I know I'm going to like.
Sure. It's sort of the same thing with us trying to get people into bourbon. It's like, if they're like, I just don't like it, like, could be, very well. Or have you just not had the right thing yet, or maybe you haven't had the right bourbon Sherpa to sort of guide you along your journey.
Well, I think,
it's very similar.
You're okay on wine. Like, you can drink a glass of red wine, but you don't crave wine. You're not like, I like it. You might have a couple sips or like a half a glass or whatever.
A glass with dinner or something.
But if we went to Napa, I'm sure that would change your perspective on wine. Like, you would, by seeing, or anywhere in the world, insert anywhere that, because I can already feel people be like, that's not even where the best wine's made. Fine. Okay. Insert region there. If we went there,
Sonoma.
I'm sure, well, it's the same place.
I know.
I'm sure you would feel differently after seeing all of the places where it's made, and also eating delicious meals paired with wine, whatever. It's going to change your perspective.
Yep.
I don't know. That's how I feel about it.
Well,
it really had a special impact on me.
I want to read you their notes here and see if you're getting any of this, Sarah. They say, fruitcake.
Yes.
I do get that. Aromas give way to stewed raisin. Stewed?
I don't know, maybe.
Stewed raisin and brown sugar.
Brown sugar. Fruitcake.
Autumnal.
Zucchini bread.
Autumnal.
I don't know what that is.
Autumnal spices. Autumn spices is what.
Autumnal.
Optimal?
No, not optimal.
Autumnal spices.
I don't think that's how you say it. Autumnal? Autumnal.
Yeah. Lead to medjool dates.
Medjool dates. Yes.
Medjool dates.
I definitely get dates.
And cocoa powder flavors. This is way too fancy for me, folks. A full finish with lingering citrus. And it's not chill filtered, no color added.
Yeah, I think for sure. Citrus, dates, like, I would say more than fruitcake, like zucchini bread and dates.
How'd you know medjool?
Because I've cooked with medjool dates.
Okay.
That's what goes in sticky toffee pudding.
Ooh, okay.
He likes that.
No, I do, yeah. There is a faint little hint of sticky toffee. Very date, though.
But I think that's easy, because you take, like, fruitcake, like I'm saying, that cakey zucchini bread, that, like, dense, moist cake.
And a little rum.
With alcohol and dates. That's very sticky toffee pudding-esque. It's not so caramely. I'm about it. I'm happy to finish the night with this. Thank you, Dawn.
Autumnal.
Autumnal. I don't know.
If you experience side effects from Optinal, please contact your doctor. Here at Veranos.
This is really tasty.
Yeah.
Another one that I would serve, maybe, I think this would be a really nice pairing. It could be with the dessert, but I also think that it could be like with a meal, like with your entree. No, it's got those sweet date notes. If you had something that, like, I'm trying to think of like a meat. I mean, I think it would go good with red meat.
I think it would
I think
sort
it
of
would hold its own.
an opposite thing. I think it would go well with something with a whipped topping.
Oh, see, I'm not thinking desserts. I'm thinking
Whipped topping and nuts.
this is sweet desserty, and I'm thinking
Fruitcake. This would go good with fruitcake.
that's same. No, I'm talking. Okay, whatever you say, Chad. I think it would go good with like a meaty entree because it is so desserty, but it has the proof. Tell us the proof again. 65 point something.
7.
131.4.
2.
No. Is that right? 130.
Watch us do math. 140.
No, 130.
130 point.
4.
131.2.
No. Where are you getting the 2 from? Help.
The
65.7. 7 times 2 is
12. Or 14. We're 12. Don't
And
make
who-
me break out my
and
calculator.
who's Sarah with an H? I'm sorry.
Gonna do it.
Excuse me.
Gonna do it.
I had a whole ass cocktail in addition to everything that we've drank, and I can do math better than him right now.
131.4.
This is why.
Yeah.
This is why
that's what
we
we all
don't do
said.
overtime.
That's what we all said.
This is why.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I was like, no. Am I doing math right now? Jeez. Oh gosh.
Well, you know how it goes. Yeah, 131.
Don't ask me to do anything more than simple multiplication. Basic times 2.
Basic.
Don't ask me to do more than that.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I think we should start playing by the end of live?
What?
Just because, well, don't, if this comes out wrong, don't take it the wrong way. I want to do this for demonstration sake, not condoning or whatever, anything. I think we should do the breathalyzer at the end of live to show, like, I certainly would never drive right now. Certainly would never drive right now.
Well-
but I would like to know what I think I'm at versus what I'm actually at. Not that that's to make a case. I just think it's good to know your body.
Devil's advocate, we would have to wait 15 minutes without drinking
Oh, that's
anything.
boring.
Yeah,
You're right.
Exactly.
Okay.
For it
he's
to be
right.
accurate, you have to not drink anything, even water,
And what's
for
the-
15 minutes.
Okay, and like, what's the point if I know that no matter what, I wouldn't? I just think it's good to understand how alcohol affects your body and like where you think you are versus where you actually are.
Sure.
Because I'd say, I mean, I'm there. But I'd like to know, you know?
Yes. Yes.
Just for knowledge's sake.
Yes, don't move to Paris for their
So
schools.
don't be offended by that. I hope you're not offended by that. It's just to know.
Yes. 1 + 2 + 2 + 1 is... Clue. Great movie. Love it. Love that movie.
I feel like we've done enough damage.
Even so, it'd be 1 + 2 + 2 + 1, not 1 + 1 + 1 + 2 + 1.
And on that note.
Yeah. All right. Well, we didn't get to the last bourbon. But we did work in a Scotch, which was higher proof than even the larceny. But we want to try that with a actual review palette. This was not a review of a Scotch because we don't do that. Nor do I think we'll ever do that.
Why? Okay. We'll
and-
discuss off camera.
And reviewing for people to buy, I don't know, but reviewing or doing a list of bourbons scotches for bourbon lovers to get them into Scotch, yes, because I
Fair.
feel like we have now gotten into that territory.
Yeah. Well, I do think that as long as we preface a Scotch video or series of videos with a, hey, we are new, because I think a lot of people are new.
Well, when we started It's Bourbon Night 2016,
We were still new.
We were still new. We were experienced, but as far as experienced as a reviewer, we were
Right.
new.
We became enthusiasts by doing.
Yes, absolutely.
So that could... He just doesn't want to do Scotch. He doesn't want to be a whiskey channel. He wants to be an American whiskey channel.
Well, I feel like we're pretty locked in with the name.
We
so.
are locked in with the name. It's true, but...
You got merch all over the place, Sarah.
I still think that we could... I almost flashed you because I have a shirt underneath that says Whiskey Neat
Ah, okay, there you go.
that I was going to show you because you were
Tune
talking
in
about
next
merch.
week when Sarah flashes
I
everyone.
won't do that.
All right.
It's definitely time for me to go.
Thanks for watching. We do appreciate it. We will see you next Sunday.
I've said too much.
We'll do something fun and entertaining that will involve whiskey.
Sure.
All right, folks. See you next week. Until then, bye-bye.
Bye.